Good morning, students. Today we will be doing the third type of reaction, that is a displacement reaction. Now, what is a displacement reaction? So, please make a note as you are doing it earlier. Write the definition. When an element displaces another element from a compound and takes its place, the reaction is called a displacement or substitution reaction. What I said you? When an element displaces another element from a compound and takes its place, the reaction is called a displacement or a substitution reaction. You can see it there. I have given a general reaction A plus BC. Got it? Gives AC plus B. So when an element, so A is an element, it takes place the, what you can say, the position of, that is nothing but C. Clear? That is, it replaces B. So example is CuSO4 plus Zn. So Zn is replacing copper. Zinc is replacing copper and it forms zinc sulfate and copper. Another reaction I have given you, that is when zinc reacts with sulfuric acid, it gives ZnSO4 and H2. Got it? So here one thing you remember it, students, you have to remember the metal activity series, which I have already said you earlier. That is, I told you a particular poem to you. You have to remember it. That is, popular scientist can make a zoo in the low humid country more satisfactory. So according to this metal activity series, a displacement reaction takes place. Popular means potassium, scientist means sodium, calcium means popular scientist can means calcium, make magnesium, make a zoo, A is aluminium, zoo is zinc, in means iron, in the means tin, low means lead, humid means hydrogen, country means copper, more means mercury, satisfactory means silver. Popular scientist can make a zoo in the low humid country more satisfactory. This is the series you have to remember. Why do you remember this particular series? What I said you, metal activity series. In this series, the metals which are placed higher in the series will displace the metals placed in the lower in the series. For example, you can see zinc displaces copper. Why? Because zinc is above copper. Popular scientist can make a zoo. Zoo first comes. In the low humid country, country means copper, so country or copper comes after that, so hence zinc displaces copper. Similarly, zinc displaces hydrogen. Zinc, zoo, hydrogen. Popular scientist can make a zoo in the low humid. Humid is your hydrogen. Alright, so in this way, remember this particular poem, you can remember the series. For that reason, I have made a poem to remember the series easily. Got it? So in this way, zinc displaces hydrogen. But here the next reaction you can see I have given here, silver plus copper nitrate. Now silver is below copper. Silver is below copper. So silver cannot replace copper. Rather, copper can replace silver. Popular scientist can make a zoo in the low humid country more satisfactory. Country is copper, more is mercury, satisfactory is silver. So you can see silver is placed below copper. So how an element which is below, what you can say, another element can displaces the higher one? No, it is not possible. Got it? So in this way, what you find is that here silver plus copper nitrate gives no reaction. So in this way, the reaction you may get it in your exams. Alright, clear? So you must remember this particular series, then only you will to do it. Acha. Next is your, after that we'll come to the double decomposition reaction. Now in double decomposition reaction, what is the definition? First you listen. When the molecule of two compounds, that is, exchanges their radicals to form two different compounds, the reaction is called double decomposition reaction. Again I repeat, when the molecules of two compounds, here two molecules have taken AB and CD. When the molecules of two compounds exchange their radicals, you can see their radicals are exchanged there. What you can see there, I have given a plus sign over A plus sign over B minus sign, over C plus sign over D minus sign. So A reacts with D plus minus and B reacts with C. Got it? That is, it forms AD plus CB. The ions are interchanged. Got it? The ions are interchanged. See very clearly, A and B. A plus B minus, C and D, C plus D minus. These are the two compounds I have taken, which reacts. So A plus, it reacts with D, ions are interchanged. And C plus will react with B, B is minus. So it forms AD and Cb to two compounds it is being formed. We can say that. Clear? The ions are interchanged. So this is also called as double displacement reaction. Also it is being also called double decomposition or double displacement reaction. Example you can see here, Na2SO4 plus PbNO3 whole twice. What it forms? Na goes with nitrate. So NaNO3 and lead goes with sulfate to form PbSO4. Similarly, now PbSO4 downward arrow. What does this downward arrow means? It is a precipitate. Settles down. Okay. Now next is barium chloride reacts with H2SO4. What it forms? It forms barium sulfate and HCl. So barium sulfate again it's a white PPT. Lead sulfate again it's a white PPT. Got it? So you get PPT. PPT means precipitate. It means PPT. Short form we call it as. So barium sulfate and HCl is being formed. We can say that. Clear? So in this way, this is also called as precipitation reaction. Under double decomposition reaction, we are having two types of reaction. One is your precipitation reaction, another is your neutralization reaction. So you can see here a precipitate is being formed. The ions are interchanged and a precipitate is being formed. Are you following, children, what I am saying? Alright, so double decomposition, again I repeat the definition, listen carefully, you write it down. When the molecules of two compounds exchange their radicals, see the radicals are exchanged, I have explained you, to form two different compounds. Two different compounds, what you can see there, AD and Cb. Two different compounds. The reaction is called a double decomposition reaction. You can say that. You can take any other reactions. It's not that the only two example I've given. No, example means either one or two I can give you. Many more examples you can see in your book, it is there. Alright, you just go through it. But understand the logic here, understand the concept here. The concept I'm explaining you. So here the double decomposition is also called double displacement or ion exchange. The ions are exchanged, you can see. Got it? So under double decomposition, as I said you, two types of reactions are there. Precipitation reaction and neutralization reaction. The first two examples you can see a precipitate is being formed, downward arrow, hence it is called a precipitation reaction. Got it? And the next two which I have given you is your neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. So what is actually neutralization? When an acid reacts with a base to form salt and water, that is called as neutralization reaction. Acid reacts with a base to form salt and water. So how will you know that the given substance is acid? You can use an indicator. You take you take a particular acid solution to check it whether it is an acid or not. You add blue litmus solution to it. It will turn red. And how will you know that the given substance is a base? You take a particular solution and add red litmus solution to it. If it turns blue, that the given substance is a base. Got it? If red litmus turns blue, that the substance is a base. And if blue litmus turns red, the substance is an acid. We can say that. Clear? So in this way, in neutralization reaction, an acid reacts with the base to form salt and water. Why do we call neutralization? Because acid gives H plus ions, remember that, or hydronium ions, H3O plus, and a base gives OH minus ion. H plus and OH minus together reacts to form water, and water is neutral in nature. Salt is also neutral in nature. Alright, so hence the reaction is known as neutralization reaction. I have given an example to you. HCl when reacts with NaOH, it gives NaCl and water. How do you know HCl is acidic? You add blue litmus, you will see it turns red. You can take any other indicator also. You read in higher classes that we are having phenolphthalein, we are having methyl orange, and so many we are having. So HCl, you add blue litmus, it turns red. NaOH, you add red litmus, it turns blue. Got it? And when it forms NaCl and water, you add either blue or red litmus solution to it. No change in color is observed. That means the solution is neutralized. Alright, so when an acid reacts with a base, it forms salt and water. That is known as a neutralization reaction. Another reaction I have given you. Barium hydroxide reacts with nitric acid, HNO3. It forms barium nitrate, BaNO3 whole twice, plus 2 molecules of water you are getting it. That is also a neutralization reaction. Alright, so any acid reacts with any base to form salt and water. So the general reaction of neutralization is H plus, that we get it from acid. OH minus, we get it from base. H plus plus OH minus, it gives you what? Water. Now, what is the use of neutralization reaction in our day-to-day life? You might be wondering that why I am reading this neutralization reaction. Now, you might have seen it or you might have observed it that when you suffer from acidity, suppose you are taking some junk food or something like that and you are having some acidity, then what you do is that you take that is antacid, you take it. Like suppose in your home it might be like antacid, some tablets or some liquid you're taking it, isn't it? So that tablet or liquid contains what? It contains a mild base like milk of magnesia or sodium bicarbonate. So you know what is sodium bicarbonate? It's nothing but baking soda, we can say that. Clear? In TV you can see the Eno, the advertisement they are giving it. What is that? That's an antacid which releases a gas which neutralizes the excess acid which is produced in your stomach. Got it? It neutralizes. What I am using the word neutralizes. So here the neutralization reaction takes place. So for neutralization, what do you do? What I said, you take a mild base. Similarly, suppose a bee stings you. Got it? It bites you. Now, in the bites of the ant and the wasp or the bees, formic acid enters into your body, which gives you a pain. It starts itching, it becomes red, and it gives you a pain. So what you do is that it can be relieved by rubbing with a base. So generally in our home, what the base is being present, remember it, a very important base is present in your home, baking soda. Got it? Baking soda or slake lime. Slake lime means chuna. Got it? Yes. So that is baking soda or slake lime which is being present in your house. So you just put it where the bees or the ants or the wasp has bitten you. Got it? You will see, you will be relieved of the pain. Why? Because in the stings, formic acid is there. When formic acid reacts with the base, it gets neutralized. So in this way, these are the two examples of neutralization reaction which is taking place in a day-to-day life. We can say that. I hope you understood. Thank you.